And me personally, I don't care about the spotlight. I care more about feeding my family, so care more about the money. If I can make 10 times the money that I'm making right now, but I have to be completely forgotten or I have to be in the dark, I will go there. Some people, if you tell them you will make 10 times less money, but you're going to be so famous, they will run to be famous. And listen, we don't need to be in the US. I've seen this. I've seen artists leave my label to go with people just because they thought they would be more famous. And now all of these people are sending me letters. Yo, please take me back. One way out, bitch. And listen, fame is the word. Listen, you guys don't understand. Fame is a horrible drug. Listen, fame is the worst drug ever. You don't even listen, because it's not like you have to go and buy a substance and put it in your body to feel something. Fame is a state of bliss that is created by your own body from the energy, the attention that everybody's giving you. And you feel something that you cannot understand until you get there. Listen, you could be those 10 people at school that are just, oh, what are we gonna do now, boss? And then you feel a certain way. Now multiply this by 10,000. Listen, I've been in places with 100,000 people singing my songs. It does something to you. Listen, it does something to you when you go in a stadium and you are young and you have 100,000 people, 200,000 in a stadium, all there, chanting your name. Where you go in the streets of your own country, in a car, like a, where's this photo? Do I have this photo? Let me see if I have it in my library. I'm gonna try to, let me see, I think I have it somewhere. When you are, this photo, look. This day, I was in my country, in Lubumbashi, and we went on that car. It was the promo before, it was the day before my show. And we went around the whole city of Lubumbashi and I had my people, everybody there, yelling, screaming, Kaysha on quoi? And it was just the promo. Listen, I've so much people there just happy that I was in their town. And I think it was 10 years not going home. And now I'm there. And listen, the feeling cannot be explained. The feeling of that cannot be explained. It is you feel like a president. You like, oh my God, like they love me while all these people are here for me. I'm just a guy on that horrible car. But look at that. And listen, you don't even see the magnitude of people. There was so much people in the back, so much people in the front. The whole city came to the show. And once you leave those things, that's when you... Do I have more photos from that day? I don't even know. That was 2013, right? I don't know if I have photos from that, but once you leave, once you go through these things, once you perform in front of multitudes. That's Cap Verde. And that in every show you do, women go nuts everywhere you go. Any city, any places. And you can and listen, you can go to big places or small places and it's the same thing everywhere. If you are not educated, look, when you go places and people show you this during the show, yeah, that's an arm. When you go to places and people are just and listen, and it's not just one place, it's anywhere. Like anywhere you go, you can go to the US, you can go here, you can go there, and you perform in stadiums. Listen, those are things where you start, if you are not educated, and you can lose your mind. When you go places and this is your security, he might. We have some photo from Mozambique. Wait, do I have this photo in Mozambique? Look at that. 100, I think it was 200,000 people that day. Look at this. And this is everywhere. It's not just one country. It's everywhere you go. It's the same thing. Bro, you can go crazy. Some people, it just gets in your head because you're not ready for this type of attention, right? Now, if you are Kanye West, you multiply this by 1,000. It's not 100,000 people. It's 10 million people. It's not $5,000 or $10,000 for a show. It's 500,000 for a show. It's selling sneakers, being worth $1 billion. It's all that. It's saying something, and it's gospel. It's a responsibility that if you are not fit for that responsibility, it burns you. Look at all of them. Michael. Look at Britney Spears. Look at Lindsay Lohan. Look at all these artists, celebrities that mentally were ill or are ill. Why? Because paparazzi is everywhere. All that. And everybody is here not understanding that I don't have a problem with Kanye. It's not a question of do I like him, do I hate him, or do I agree with him? No. It's like nobody's protecting these people from themselves, from the outside world, from media. This guy needs to disappear for 6 months, not say anything, not be on Twitter, etc. Just recenter on himself. Listen, everything I say, I think about my kids. He doesn't care. He's just there, going, saying stuff. His kids are going to school, gonna get bullied by people. Do you think I'm gonna say stuff for that my little daughter go to school and be bullied by people? Oh, I'm a free thinker? No, I'm sorry. We all have responsibilities. The more we advance in life, when we start having kids, listen, before I had kids, everything I said, I was thinking about my father's name. Today, when I say stuff, I think about my children. I think about my wife. I think about, hey, I don't want to shame my people. I'm not going to go there and say the craziest stuff just because I just want to be uncontrolled, and I'm going to be sure that I'm always surrounding myself with people that can contradict me and say, no interviews. Right now, listen, I've been in this position. I mean, listen, it was not worse. It was not the level of this level. But yeah, I've been in position when I was working with some artists. I've been in position where I would call the radios and say, no interview. Oh, what's going on? No interviews, I'm sorry. Or if you want an interview, I can come do the interview on his behalf. Who are you? I can talk to you about everything, the tour, the this, the that, what we're doing. And I'm going to say it in a concise way, in whatever language you want, etc., etc. I'm smart enough and I will be able to say. Because I knew that my guy was not in any shape or form able to go talk to media. So I would go and do it because I'm trained. And personally, if I was his guy, I would be like, all right, listen. I would talk to everybody around. I'd say, okay, listen, hand me the phones, hand me the codes, delete all social media, etc., etc. It's over. You are not seeing anything anymore. Nothing. Time to heal. And I'm gonna look at all the leeches, all the bloodsuckers around him that are letting him do all this circus, and I would tell everybody, get the fuck out of here. Oh, listen, there's gonna be some pushback. They're gonna try to fight to stay there. Gonna remove everything around. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, listen, now you're gonna just be with me every day, 24/7. And gonna take care of you and make sure that you are good. Because everybody out there is just sucking the life out of you. That's what everybody's doing to this man. And I mean, listen, he's not a victim. He's playing right along. But listen, something in me tells me that there's a lot of vulnerability here that is being exploited by everybody. Because exploitation is the name of this game. It's the name of this game.